Hi guys, welcome back. We're gonna finish up doing makeup today. If you haven't already subscribed, I suggest you subscribe and ring the bell so you're gonna know every time I put up a video because I'm putting them up, okay? It's happening. I'm a YouTuber, baby. Woo! All right, in the last video, we went over skincare, we went over priming, foundation, and contour, and concealing. Can't forget that. So in this video, we're going to be doing the eyes, the cheeks, and the brows. We're going to get into the brows first because I freaking hate this eyebrow. For those of you who don't know, sometimes I get stressed. And sometimes when I get stressed, I kind of start pulling at stray hairs on the eyebrow, like kind of absent-mindedly. Like I didn't really realize how much I was pulling out. And then I looked in the mirror and I pulled out like half my eyebrow. So needless to say, I kind of hate myself, but it's okay. It's nothing that a little brow product can't finish. Now, typically, I don't do my brows because the good Lord blessed me with bountiful, well, he blessed me with bountiful everything. But brows are thick and bushy and full, and I usually don't have a problem there unless I over pluck, or I stress out and they fall out, or I stress out and I pull them out. Okay? So I do kind of keep something on hand to kind of cover up my mistakes. This is actually Maybelline Tattoo Studio in medium brown. I'll show that to you guys, okay? It works. I actually have one from Milani Cosmetics, which is yet another drugstore brand. You can find this at Walmart, okay? It's where a lot of my stuff comes from because we don't have an Ulta or a Sephora here. So if I buy anything from Ulta or Sephora, I've either made a special trip up to Springfield just for funsies, or I've ordered it online. Y'all know I like to order things online. Yeah. So this isn't the best, but it works. And that's what I've been working with like since I did this. So here we go. Here's what I do. And like actually, let's go over the rule of thumb on doing eyebrows. I don't know if all of you know this, but you're actually, let me find something to kind of show this better. From the inner corner of your eye up is where you're supposed to fill it in. And then from the outer corner out is how far you're supposed to go when you're doing your eyebrows. Not everyone follows that rule. That's okay. You know what? It's your face. If you're okay with it, rock it. That's my rule. But just so you know, those are the guidelines. From the corners of your eye, that's what you need to go by. I just freehand it. Again, I'm a rebel. But here, I'm going to kind of lean in a little bit so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. You want to go from the bottom up, and I know it looks a little thick, but we actually have like a little brush that we're going to go through and kind of brush this out a little bit. So don't worry, okay? I'm a professional. But we're going to fill that in a little bit, and like I do have little hairs starting to come back, okay? Like she's gonna be all right. We just gotta kind of help her out a little bit. All right, now this is the part that's fun because it's like I'm basically just painting on my face because I'm an idiot that pulls out my eyebrow. Don't be me, okay? Just don't be me. And then we're gonna kind of fill in the bottom of this one because she's patchy. And then we're also going to kind of bring her down a little bit. Forgot where I put my thing. Okay, here we go. Need a little bit more product on my thingy. And again, I'm singing. I'm so sorry. Y'all that know me in real life know I kind of sing all the time. I don't really know why. It's the song of my people. Okay. I'm holding my face weird, I'm sorry, but I'm like checking the monitor, but I'm also doing things. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Now, I'm gonna take the little applicator brush and we're gonna go over this so it doesn't look quite so crazy, you know? Because we look a little crazy. But that's okay. I'm used to that. Yeah. Alright. So then can I take this little brush? It came with the product actually, but you can actually buy some on your own if you don't like what comes with the product. Yeah, you got options. Alright. And then just kind of drag it out and you're kind of feathering it down to like a point so it actually looks like a natural eyebrow. See? It doesn't look like I pulled out half my eyebrow now. I'm a magician. Okay. Now we're doing the other brow. Again, pulling it out to an angle so it looks a little more natural. Okay. And that's how you do your eyebrows. Okay. Again, not something I normally have to do, but sometimes I put myself in a situation where I gotta do it. Now, the thing that I think most of you want to know about how I do my makeup. Oh wait, first, this is something that I don't actually use very often. I don't really care for it. But for those of you who want to and want to know how, I do know how to apply blush. I just don't wear it typically. It's not my thing. And again, I don't really have a blush brush. So we're going to go back in with the contour. And what you want to do with blush. Let's just go into this, whatever. Let's do it. I'm gonna look like a clown. All right, I'm not gonna look like a clown. This is actually how you do it without looking like a clown. But it took me years to find out how to actually do blush correctly, because I don't know if we just did it different in the 90s, but like you looked like a clown. But basically, like, you just wanted to do like the apple of your cheek, and that's how we did it. Like, we just blush right there. But to not look like a clown, okay, you're gonna kind of find the apples of your cheeks, like right here, okay? And then you're gonna blend it back towards your contour line. Ho ho. Like that, okay? So then it actually looks more natural. And if it's too crazy, you kind of blend it in with your contour and you're fine, okay? Again, I have to find the apples of my cheeks because I don't do blush very often. And then you blend it back towards your contour line. And then we're still going to go on top of that and do highlight because I can't not highlight. I have to have highlight. I'm obsessed with highlight. Y'all know, like, I'm not joking around. When I highlight, they can see me at the station up in the space station. That's what that is. I'm gonna be like sending them like Morse code signals from my cheekbones. All right, now the thing that you guys asked me about the most: how to do my eyeshadow. And for that, we're going to launch into the Mini Breaker palette without breaking half my stuff. Okay. This, I believe, is like $27, something like that. Look at this color story. She gorgeous. This is actually a duochrome shade. Let me get in the frame here. This is actually a duochrome shade. And it's kind of like purpley with like blue shift. So pretty. Like, I'm obsessed with that shade. So we're probably gonna do, well, no, let's do like a nice fall look. That'll be nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go in with like a big shader brush, okay? And I'm gonna dive right into Double Scoop right here, this lovely yellow. And we're just gonna get that on there. You're gonna kind of tap off any extra so it's not going all over your face. And that's what we're gonna use to kind of go all over our lid with and kind of set our eyelid, okay? So here we go. Now, if you're into like natural colored eye looks, first of all, can't relate, but it's kind of the same principle, just, you know, less colorful shades. I like color. I go ham with colorful eye looks. Y'all know. And then we're gonna go to the other side and to that eye. Because a lot of times I will reuse this for other shades. So I can't just do like one eye and then go do the other eye off camera like some people do. Because, well, I just only have like one set of eye brushes with me right now. I have more at home, so I could do that. But for today's purposes, we're not doing that. Okay? So now we've got like a nice all over kind of yellow look going on. I'm actually gonna kind of fill this in a little bit. Like, you want the covers to be even. There we go. Now, after you get like your kind of all over shade, and like I said, like I do colorful looks, so a lot of times like you're gonna see this kind of still peeking through with all the other colors that I do. But now it's time to do what they call a transition shade, okay? And for that, I think we're going to do Orange Crush. Bam, right there. Now transition shade, again, you want to tap the excess off. You're going to put right in your crease. Now my eyes are kind of hooded, so when it comes to doing like cut eyes and stuff like that, like I just don't play around with that because it's just gonna look funky on me because my eyes are slightly hooded. If you don't have hooded eyes, then congratulations for one. And for two, like, cut creases really aren't that hard. What you want to do is just like get like a little bit of concealer or eye primer, whatever you choose to use, and you just kind of do like a dot and then blink your eye so that you can see how far the range is going to be, and then you're just going to kind of blend it out, and then you apply your glitter shade or other color that you're wanting to like pop out over it. Okay? I know I make that sound like it's so easy, but like, if I didn't have hooded eyes, I would show you how to do that, but I don't know how to do that because I don't look right doing that. I've tried it. It didn't look right. I'm not right. Okay. Going back in with just a little bit more because I like that pow of orange, okay? Y'all know I like to be an orange goddess. This is actually a look that I've worn to work several times, so this may look really familiar to some of you. But this is how the magic happens. I'm just kind of going along this crease and blending up so the color will kind of show out. And you'll notice I'm kind of going along that same angle, like I said with the brows. You kind of just blend it out to that point, and then you can go back in after you're done with the wet beauty blender and kind of make sure that everything's following that line. Just so you know, if you mess up, you can still blend your mistakes away. It's not too late. All right, now we're going to go in with a different brush. And I will show you, this is what mine looks like. Okay, these are Farrah brushes. I've got them from Ipsy, again. if you want a good set of eye brushes, I actually do recommend Morphe. I don't have a code. I'm not there yet, okay? But their brushes are actually pretty cheap, and they're good. They're good brushes. My first brush set that I bought was from e.l.f. No Shade to e.l.f. Like I said, love the concealer, but they're kind of hit and miss. Like some things I really, really love from their brand, and some things like they're not the best quality. Like it just kind of, you have to try it and see, and then like maybe it's gonna be a holy grail like the concealer. Maybe it's not. You never know. Now we're gonna go in with Zebrone. This is Hot Fudge Yum. And we're gonna do that all over the actual lid. And this just kind of shows you how versatile that little tiny palette can be, because you can create all kinds of looks. I've done just like purple looks. I've done like purple and pink looks. You can do orange and pink, like just a tiny little 9-pan palette, but you can do all kinds of looks out of it, which is why I love it so much. But to be fair, I just love Jeffree Star's products. Like they're so, so good, guys. Like y'all already know, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. But they're so good and so pigmented. Like, are you seeing this? Hello? You can't do that with drugstore eye makeup. You can't. I've tried so many brands. No shade to them, but they're just not pigmented. And Jeffree is. Also, Anastasia Beverly Hills, ABH. I have several palettes from them that are awesome. I have the Riviera palette and the collab that they did with Jackie Aina. I love the Jackie Aina palette, by the way. Like, so good. Like, Riviera is more kind of like a spring palette, but like Jackie Aina palette, there's so many like darker tones in there, which she's very, very pigmented, dark skin. So she kind of made that in like the idea that it would be good for dark, colored girls. But I'm pasty and I still rock it. I'm just saying, like, rebel. There are no rules. It's just makeup. Just play with it, okay? But if you are very dark-skinned Africano Americano girl, I recommend that palette very, very much. Like, it's actually made for you. But I'm black on the inside, y'all. Okay, now we've got kind of like a nice little fall look going here. What I'm going to do next is we are going to smoke out the bottom. You'll kind of notice like I'm going on the outer corners, putting a little extra with the brown just to kind of bring it out a little bit, because we are going to smoke up to that. And I'll kind of lean in so you guys can see a little better, and I know I am far away from the camera. I'm so sorry. But yeah, and kind of bring it out just a little bit. So when you smoke it out, which I know I said you gotta kind of stay with the line, but again, it's makeup. Break the rules. Do what you want. Wear eyeshadow all over your face. I applaud you. I just broke something. No, I didn't. We're good. Okay, now to smoke out the bottom lash, you want a smaller brush. This is the one that I'm using. I do have some that are actually like tapered that like work really, really well with bottom lashes, but this is how I do it, okay? Now, going right up into the lash line, I'm gonna do the brown again. And we're gonna get as close to the lash line as possible, and we're gonna drag it up to that point. Okay? And we're gonna follow that all the way over to about here. Okay? Now I'm going to do the other eye. I know I'm blocking you guys, I'm sorry. And again, you can make weird faces, you know? If it stops you from stabbing your eyeball, do it. And again, we're just taking it out to that little corner, okay? And just kind of blending it all in towards the center. All right, now, since it's my day off and I have time to actually play with my makeup, we're gonna go in with a little bit of orange too, and put that just under and blend it kind of outwards, okay? All right, you kind of see the difference there? I'll show you here and here, like you can kind of see a nice little orangey ring going on. We're gonna do the same thing over here. Just under where we put the brown, and kind of blending it and then bringing it down. Just a little bit. I mean, like, you don't want it like all over the place, but just so there's like a little hint of orange. Okay. I'm a little pumpkin girl. Now, I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. What we're gonna do now is my favorite part. We're gonna do the glitter. Y'all know I like to shine. I like to sparkle. Okay. We're gonna go in with the shade called Slice right over here. It's a very kind of metallic, glittery shade. Tap off the excess, and in order to get it to stay on your eye, you're gonna spray like that. With a wet brush, it'll actually stay on there, and you can actually use a wet brush with like mattes too, just to get more pigment. But with Jeffree's, you don't need more pigment because she pigmented, okay? And then we're gonna go from like the corner up, okay? So doing the corner and then bringing it up. And you just kind of blend it, like I just kind of go like halfway, but I kind of do like a little angle. I'll get in a little closer so y'all can see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I sat back down. Yes. Hello, glitter. I love you. Anyone else like obsessed with glitter? Like, oh my god. I love it so much. Okay. Going over here. Brush is still fairly wet, so I'm not going to re-wet it. But doing the same thing. Okay. And there we go. That's how I do that. Hope you guys are enjoying this so far. If you do, hit the like button. We'll do some more looks. I have so many palettes, guys. Like, oh my god. So many palettes. And thanks to Shane and Jeffree, I'm going to have more. So stay tuned. I'm totally buying that collection. Like, y'all already know. Conspiracy palette collection. Hi. You're going in my home. Now, it's time for my favorite thing ever. Highlight. This is the Jeffree Star Brain Freeze palette. Look at this packaging. Isn't it sickening? I love it. It's like those slushy, you know, the freeze things. Okay. I'm gonna go in with, I think I'm gonna do Cocky. It's kind of a warm toned gold shade right here. That's what we're going to use on our cheeks. Because again, who makes the rules? some people are like, oh, that's too dark for your skin tone. You know what? I don't care. Like, y'all have seen me with blue highlight, green highlight, purple highlight. Like, I don't care. If I like the color and I want it on my face, I'm gonna wear it on my face. And you can't tell me otherwise, Becky. Not my landlord, Becky. She doesn't care. I just threw out a name at random. Please don't offend me. Okay. So now, to highlight, you want to go on the highest point of your cheekbone. Okay, like there. And again, y'all noticed I wetted that down. You don't have to wet it down, but I like a gleaming highlight, and it does actually make it more pow. So that's how I do that. I wet my brush down and I highlight to the heavens. Hey Jesus, how you doing up there? It's your girl, Lana. Like my cheekbones. And going on with more product because I can't have too much highlighter. There's no such thing as too much highlighter. That doesn't exist in my world. If you think that it does, get out of my world. You don't belong here. You're gonna do that, this part of your nose, and I kind of blend it up along the ridge so it kind of looks more narrowed. And then you're gonna do your little Cupid's bow here. Boop, 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 boop. You don't have to make that noise. I just did. I don't normally do that noise. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. And then the other cheekbone. And we're getting a little dry. I'm gonna wet it down again. And ho 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 ho. I love this. And honestly, like, there are some drugstore highlighters that are really, really good. Maybelline Master Chrome. I actually have some of them. Very, very good. Very blinding highlights. But if you want to highlight to the heavens, girl, I recommend Jeffree Star. Because it's so good. There are, like, I get a lot of, like, Ofra cosmetics in my, like, Ipsy bags. They're okay. Like, the blush that I used was actually in, like, a trio that had 2 highlights in it. But they're just not that blinding, and it just bugs me. Alright, now we're doing the high point of our forehead. Again, it's gonna kind of give you, like, an overall, like, oh, I'm a little golden angel. Y'all know that ain't true. We're lying today. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jesus. I'm sorry, Santa. I promise I'm a good girl. Okay, now I'm not wetting the brush. I'm just kind of going in with dry brush and blending the product out a little bit so it's not so concentrated. Now, a thing that I like to do is I'll go back in with this brush, the first brush we used, and I'm gonna go along my brow bone and kind of make that shine as well. Okay. And then we're done, except for those lips. But after you do all of this, you want to set your face. And if you're like me and you have dry skin, you've already set your face once, but you're going to set it again just to finalize and keep everything where you want it to be. So, now this one, you don't want to push in because you're going to mess up your highlight. And highlight is life. So what I like to do is fan myself with my mirror. Oh, that feels good. Again, that peppermint oil and that spray is just like nice, cooling, tingling, and then you fan it and just, oh, it's like little micro bursts of cold all over your face, and I love it. Okay, so now that we've sprayed our setting spray, we're gonna do a little mascara. I don't do false eyelashes. I'm kind of intrigued by them, but like, I don't know if y'all can see, but I kind of naturally have a lot of lash, so I've never really felt the need to do falsies. But I kind of want to, you know? Like, maybe we'll do a video. I try things that I've never tried before, and that'll be one of them. That and a cut crease. All right, so I like to go bottom up like that, and then I'll kind of go down just to make sure there's like an even coating all over the place. And then you're gonna do your bottom lashes. I'm using the monitor right now, which is really scary. I say monitor, but it's like, it's literally my phone. It's my phone. I'm filming off my phone, y'all. I'm trying to sound fancy, and I'm not, but it's the screen. I'm using the screen, okay? Let me use my mirror before I poke my eye out, okay? But I wanted you guys to see like what I was doing there. And again, if you make weird faces while you're doing this, that's fine. Whatever keeps you from stabbing your eyeball. That got really close. I'm like really bad about that. There's times at work I'll like act like I'm gonna like poke someone in the eye or something, and I actually do it, and I mean to just go like right before their eye. And I'm like, I get so like into it that I like actually do it. Like, I'm horrible. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry you put up with me. Thanks for putting up with me. All right, now doing the other eye. All right, there we go. And see, with the right mascara, this is better than Sex Mascara from Too Faced. You have the right mascara, honestly. Like, you don't need falsies. If you have full lashes, like if you don't have full lashes, there's all kinds of mascaras out there that kind of help look like you have extended lashes. Again, not really something that I need, so I've never really used it, but I was going to show you guys how to do eyeliner, and I didn't really do it. A lot of times when I do like kind of darker eye colors on the eyelid, I don't really do eyeliner just because like it doesn't really show up that much. But I will go ahead and go in and do that just to kind of show you guys how I do it. Now, this is a kohl liner. There's kohl, there's pencil, and then there's liquid. Liquid eyeliner is usually like if you're going to do a cat eye, which I cannot do. That's something else we can do. Things that I don't do well. Liquid eyeliner, cat eye, I can't do it. Like I can do one eye really good, and then the other eye, it's like, they're not even sisters. They're like cousins, like thrice removed. Okay? Like, it's bad. It's so bad. But you kind of go from like corner to corner, basically, is what I do. And if it's one that you don't use very often, you might need to kind of warm it up on your hand a little bit. Just kind of draw on your hand a little bit. But thanks to the gold that I put over half my eyelid, this is actually showing up really well. This is also, it's Earl Grey Rimmel London. Rimmel London eyeliner, honestly, holy grail eyeliner. I hardly ever use anything else. Like, this is so good. It's really hard to find at Walmart though. If you might want to go online. But it's the Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer. So good. And honestly, like, y'all know I work long hours sometimes. It's the only eyeliner I found that does not smudge at all. Like, it stays right where I put it for like 12 hours, 14 hours, however long I wear it. It's there, right where I put it. No smudging, no running, nothing. And it is really hard to take off. So just know, once it's on, it's on. But if you're looking for a really good eyeliner, this is it, sis. All right, so eyes are lined, mascaraed, we've done eyeshadow, we've done highlight. I've even shown you how to do blush, even though I really don't wear blush. Like, I don't, can you guys see? Like, I know the light's kind of starting to, the sun is setting because I slept all day. But now it's time for the lips. With this look, I like to do either this or the pumpkin pie shade. This is Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Again, hi, I'm like a walking billboard for Jeffree Star, okay? Put me on your PR list, please. I spend so much money. This is called No Tea, No Shade. It's metallic. And honestly, like Jeffree Star Cosmetics, this is the first product I actually bought from them. And when I first got it, like the picture on the website looked more like purpley than brown. And so when I got it and it was like brown, I was devastated. I was like, I thought it was purple. I was so upset. I was like, it's brown. It's brown. Like, I went on a rant on Snapchat. Some of you were lucky enough to receive that. But it's like one of my favorite shades now. Like, this is actually my second one. I've went through an entire thing of this. If you can believe that. I probably have like 20 plus liquid lips from Jeffree Star. But I use this more than I thought I would. It's one of my favorites. It's metallic. And it is brown, but it does have a little bit of a purple shift to it. But I freaking love it. And most of what I wear in to work is Jeffree Star. Now you're going to kind of follow your natural lip line from corner to corner. You want to kind of blend it in a little bit, but you don't want to go too far in or you're going to be getting lipstick on your teeth. Okay? Rule of thumb, do this. We call that the butthole. Okay? I know that's a little graphic sometimes, but if it goes past the butthole, then it's going to get on your teeth. Just so you know. I mean, I guess there's probably like a better way of demonstrating that, but I'm graphic. So now the upper lip, and like you can like kind of to kind of get like an outline of it, and then you just kind of have to go over the outline of your lip. There we go. Now we are complete. And if you'll notice, that was just one dip, okay? It's very rare that I have to go in twice. Like some of the darker shades, you'll have to go in twice, but like most of the time I don't. Other brands I do. No shade, but shade. All right. I think that's going to wrap it up. We're going to film the mystery box unboxing next. I was so excited to do the unboxing that I've already made the thumbnail for it. Haven't even filmed it yet. Haven't even like broken the tape on the boxes. Are you guys proud of me? Please be proud of me because you have no idea the self-control that I had to use for that. So I'm going to go finally break the tape on the boxes so I can like peek. I won't peek. I won't peek. I want this long. I won't peek. But that'll make it easier for me to unbox them on camera for you guys. But thank you for joining me. This is how we do the makeup. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.